Ruth Dyson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Canterbury Earthquake Recovery. How much has the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority spent on legal fees in the last 3 years?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, the legal fees spent by the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority are in two parts, departmental and non-departmental. They include the costs of settlement of 7,157 residential properties and 255 commercial properties, as well as defence of the Sarah Act and a number of other contractual matters that they've had to engage legal services for. The two amounts are for departmental, $3.382 million over 4 years, and non-departmental over 4 years, $11.335 million. A simple calculation about conveyancing costs of the purchase of 7,100 properties alone would tell you that that is reasonable. It is less than 1% of Sarah's total expenditure.
Supplementary question, Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Was he correctly quoted in the press this morning in saying Labor's policy of paying the same amount to people who didn't purchase insurance as those who did is simply reckless? And if so, can he name one insurance company that offers insurance cover for bare land? Just one.
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, I do stand by my statements, and further can I say that not even EQC offers full cover for land.
Supplementary question, Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Did he tell John Key when he came to Canterbury and promised that, quote, no one would be worse off as a result of the quakes, close quote, that bare landowners who cannot buy insurance rather than choose not to were only going to be offered 50% of the 2007 rateable value of their land when they were red zoned, and that actually they were going to be a lot worse off?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, at the time the statement was made by the Prime Minister, we were in fact looking at very substantial devastation of residential property across what are now the red zones of Christchurch. It was some months later when it became clear that there was a difficulty around some properties that may be uninsured. Can I say, Mr Speaker, that the experience so far has been that less than 1.5% of those who are affected did not have insurance. And the point would be, Mr Speaker, in a country that has such a heavy commitment to insurance, the government stepping in to say you no longer need that insurance would be reckless.
Supplementary question, Honourable Ruth Dyson.
If committing less than $25 million to fairly compensate red zone property owners is reckless, as he described our policy pledge yesterday, what adjective would he use to describe the government's use of $30 million of taxpayers' money to build a playground in the CBD?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, it's very easy to conflate two entirely different things and try and create an impression that suits a political view. The reality is that for a government to say to people in New Zealand, do not bother about covering yourselves for natural disaster because the government will be there to help you, would be plain reckless.
Supplementary question, Honourable Ruth Dyson.
If the Quake Outcast case to the Supreme Court is successful, will he offer the residents a fair payout offer of 100% of the 2007 RV, and if so, will he do it promptly?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, as the House would be aware, that is a case before the court at the present time. It will be heard beginning on the 29th of July, and I'm unable to make a comment about it while it is a live case before the courts.
Question number 11, Dennis O'Rourke.
This question is for the Minister of Transport. When